No, you're not seeing things. It is still winter. Well, I guess it's the last day of winter. It is Wednesday, March 19th. The time is 5:25 p.m. and the temperature is something else. It is 19 degrees Celsius. It's been quite a while since we've had temperatures in this range. And I had a couple of walks planned for today up in York and North York. But with the weather being what it is, I decided instead I'm gonna hop on the bike and record a ride down to the lake. And then once I'm there, I think I'm gonna try to do an experimental 4K 60 frames per second live stream from the bike. And that'll be the first time I've live streamed at such a high resolution while going for a ride. Hopefully that works out. But either way, let me set the camera up here for the ride and we'll get moving. All right, I think we're all set up. And this is Oriole Park, by the way. Just along the street from Davisville Station. And we are in Midtown. And you know what? Let's cut across the Beltline Trail for a block or so here. We'll get a little bit of nature into this one. This is built on an old former commuter rail line. A little bit of mud to navigate. I'll go left here on Oriole. Don't really have a set route in mind, just a destination. This is Kilbury up here on the right. I'm heading south. This will eventually link up with Avenue Road as my shoes slide over my pedals. They got a little bit wet walking on that grass in the park. That's Upper Canada College on the right. Maybe what I'll do is I'll set a course for one of my favorite north-south streets to ride down, or a trio of them. Russell Hill Road, St. George Street, which will take us through the University of Toronto St. George campus, and then south of College, that will become Beverly Street, and we can pop into Grange Park and see how things are going there, and then won't be too far from the waterfront. All right, I could go left here down to St. Clair, or I could go straight and ride through Forest Hill. Wouldn't be very bright for me to make a left turn from here though. I'm riding right towards the sun, rather. Now that we've adjusted our clocks, the sun's not going to set till about 7:30, so we've got a lot more daylight. This is Forest Hill Road here. And this is Dunvegan. You know what, let's go left here. You can see these monster homes on the right and on the left. I'll have to come back here soon and do another walking video. A lot of these are $10 million plus. So I'll make it right here at St. Clair. We'll go left at Russell Hill Road. Might have been quicker for me to just cross south rather than off into the left turn lane. Oh well. You know what? Rather than do that, we're gonna go south down around Casa Loma on Spadina. Just making it up as we go, folks. I'm wearing a light sweater with a t-shirt underneath, and it feels like it's too much. There's the advanced green I would have had. Left turn signal, U-turn permitted. Very U-turn happy intersection. That's Sir Winston Churchill Park on the left. I want to make a left turn here. There's a lot of cars up beside me. Just take the pedestrian crossing. And Fred Flintstone in it. changed. So this is Spadina Road, not to be confused with Spadina Avenue, which is pretty much the same street, but Spadina Avenue is the stretch south of Bloor Street, running south all the way down to Queens Quay. Really want to ride through this water here. Oh well, this bike has fenders. The Spadina Museum on the left, and here is Casa Loma coming up. Try to angle that camera to the left. There's vehicles right on my tail. I don't want to slow down and annoy them. And we've made it to Davenport Road. There's a George Brown College campus. There's a sound I haven't heard this year yet. Guy was probably waiting all winter to break out the sport bike. A massive pothole. So this is just the second e-bike ride I've recorded this year. And if all goes to plan, this will be my first live stream. Back onto Spadina. I'm going to go left on DuPont and we'll take this over to St. George, and I'll just head south all the way down to College. Then at College it'll become Beverly Street. So this is east on DuPont. There's Madison Avenue. And Huron Street. St. George Street. I'll signal my turn or not. The road got a little too bumpy there. Wanted to maintain my balance. Now we're going southbound St. George. When I was looking for an apartment right after I moved back to Toronto from Korea, I was staying in a basement temporarily. It was down between a place on St. George and where I live now up by Yonge and Eglinton. The Yonge and Eglinton apartment, which was the one I chose, was bigger. About 500 square feet, $900 a month. This building on the right was about 380 square feet and $1,600 a month, but the location was so good, I was still strongly considering it. There's that CN Tower off in the distance. Okay, someone ordered some furniture from Sundays. We have had days like this before in March that were followed by snow, believe it or not. It's not impossible. We're in the Annex neighborhood, St. George subway station coming up on the left in a moment. There it is. And this intersection up ahead is a Dutch-style intersection, the first of its kind in the city. It was also the starting point for the St. Paddy's Day Parade this past weekend, which I live streamed just to the west of here, or to the east, which is to the left. This is taking us through the heart of the University of Toronto St. George campus now. That big monstrosity on the right is Robarts Library. And on the south side, in a month or so, there'll be cherry blossom trees in full bloom. This is Harvard Street. I absolutely love this view with the CN Tower looming. It's so far away, but it still dominates everything else I can see. And the smell of food truck fries fills the air. And that's all she wrote for St. George Street. Now it's southbound Beverly Street, that is. People certainly wasted no time hopping on their bikes as soon as the weather got good. This is Dundas Street coming up. The Art Gallery of Ontario will be on the left. Chinatown will be on the right. Grange Park coming up. Take a little detour through there and that'll spit us out at John Street. Look at this. Some tunes in the park. Now on to John Street. A street in dire need of resurfacing. This is Queen Street West. There's going to be a ton of people at this yogurt or gelato shop across the street. Alright, what I'll do is I'll make a left at Adelaide Street coming up. I can take that over to Simcoe. There's some busy patios. It's a bonus for those businesses. Just get off and walk my bike here. I missed what happened. What an absolutely gorgeous day. Get away that much faster rider. This is Simcoe Street. There's a guy jogging with no shirt on, covered in sweat. And it's south through the entertainment district. This is King Street West, Roy Thompson Hall just on the right. And we've made it to Wellington. This is Front Street. Bike lanes cause traffic congestion, really? Said no intelligent person ever. As we make our way to Bremner, now in the South Core. We're very close to the lake. Let's see, what time is it? The Tesla driver honked at that person for not making a dangerous right turn. You know what, since we're here, let's ride along the waterfront. Multi-use trail for a little bit. I'll make a left. Or not, I'll make our, well, the right is right into the sun. I just thought of a place where we could end this. Running with the doggo. someone with a DJI Pocket.
She thinks she's a bicycle. He thinks he's a bicycle. Yeah, but this is a... Turn.
Guy recording with a Pocket 3 acknowledged me for stopping there.
Every day. Yeah. Thought you had.
These runners really should be keeping single file all the way to the side. But at least they're predictable. I ring my bell if I have to pass a cyclist. So we're going to make a left just up here. And head down towards a recently opened park.
Wait, why not?
And the last time I was in this area, it was freezing cold. It's quite windy here. Could be a thumbnail opportunity for the live stream I'm going to set up. It's a nice view in the background. Let me get my camera out. I don't think the exposure was very good on that picture. Well, let's get the other camera out then, the iPhone, and try that. Oh, it's pretty cool down here. The breeze. That's what I like about having an S24 Ultra and an iPhone 15 Pro. Two of the very best cameras you could have. In situations where one falls flat, the other one is usually pretty good. There we go. Some very unique sculptures right there. That's an even better view. Is that the ferry right there? No, I don't think that's the one that normally shuttles back and forth between the airport and the island. No, it's where it's supposed to be. That is Billy Bishop Island Airport on the left. The orange helicopter is taking off. And that is all she wrote for this ride. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're able to get out and enjoy this beautiful day, let me know down in the comments. Leave me a comment anyways, even if it's just a poop emoji. But what a beautiful day. The camera spun around here. But do let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. There's a plane coming for a landing. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. And from a absolutely gorgeous waterfront on easily the nicest day of the year so far, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.